office they're being triggered from.
Mm-hmm.
So within this past week, have you noticed any more panic attacks in a certain area, or if a certain conversation was brought up to you?
Well, when I'm in the field working, it's not really that big of a deal because I guess I'm just doing my thing and there's not really anybody there. But every time I go to do some paperwork or something else, like in the office is mostly when people catch me, like they'll see I'm in there and just kind of come in. And that's when I feel like I get the most shaky. It's like I'm just like backed into a corner because I'm in the office and like where am I supposed to go?
Yeah.
You know, but at least when I'm in the field, I'm doing something, so maybe they feel like less inclined to come talk to me. But then in the office, it's like even if I am on my computer or filing paperwork or whatever, like they just come in, and that's where I just feel like I'm cornered. And I know I have work to do, so I'm stressed because I don't want to bring work home, but then they start talking and I can't avoid it.
Yeah.
So I have to. I don't know, I feel like recently I've been bringing something home every day. So I'm like working, making dinner or whatever.
So we've targeted that it's the office setting. It's in the office, not when you're out doing leak detection, it's the office.
Mm-hmm.
And it's when people come to you.
Yeah.
And you're already having to do with paperwork, which I know is stressful.
Mm-hmm.
So you're having that stress of paperwork and then people coming in. It's like a double whammy of stress.
I feel like I'm scared to get it wrong. Like, I don't know, because when they start talking, it's like distracting and I'm trying to record, you know, my notes and everything from whatever I've done. So it's like, you can't mess that up, but then at the same time, I don't want to make someone upset if like I'm not listening enough or something like that. I just don't know how to pause them, so then I'm like scrambling when I get back to make sure I have the right information.
Okay. So you don't know how to approach them with that boundary. Do you think maybe we could try this again where you talk to that empty chair, pretend that it's your coworker? I'll pretend to be your voice and I'll say, hey, can you help me with this? Could you think maybe? And I know I see you're getting anxious with your hands, thinking about it, but do you think maybe taking a deep breath? Because no one's here. Pretend like she's invisible. Do you think maybe we could pretend to try and insert a boundary? Say, hey, I'm working on this real quick. Can you come back in 5 or anything? Do you think that's something maybe we could try? If you're feeling too anxious, you don't have to worry about it.
Maybe.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's take one deep breath. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Coworker's in that chair.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing your paper. She's asking you, trying to distract you. Try and put up that boundary.
Can we talk about this maybe at lunch? Or maybe I can call you after we leave so I can finish this?
I know that's hard.
Mm-hmm.
I know, I see you shaking, and it's okay. You did it. Like, I know even though it's Casper, it's really big for you to even just say it out loud.
Mm-hmm.
And if you keep practicing saying it out loud, we can build that confidence and that self-esteem
Mm-hmm.
to where hopefully you can say it to the actual coworker and be like, hey, I'm doing some work right now. Can you come back to me at a break?
Yeah.
I know it's going to take time, and we've been working on those baby steps.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to look back at where you started to where you are now.
Yeah. It's just actually doing it then, and I don't know, I'm nervous that they'll say something over me because that's normally what they do when I try to give advice. So I don't know, dealing with the confrontational response that I could get. I don't know.
Do you think that maybe next time that conversation starts, I know you wear your heart on your sleeve, maybe put a piece of armor on that sleeve and maybe next time they rant, just take it in. Just say, oh, okay, I hear you. I hope that gets better, instead of putting all those efforts in and end up losing it out on them just with that wall.
Yeah.
Maybe saving that energy elsewhere so it's not where you're always giving, like trying to start that conversation with them. If they're just going to tear that down, maybe in that internal boundary, because I know a confrontational boundary and saying, hey, can we talk about this later? I know that's something that we have to work up to. But maybe creating that internal boundary within your heart to not put in that energy, to think about
how to help and just kind of let it be. Yeah, I think I could at least try that. Maybe if like I didn't respond so much, that they would stop or recognize that I have my mind on something else. But I do think I give a lot of attention to the situation, so they want to keep going.
and maybe, having those slowly conversations where sometimes all people need to do is just rant. They just need to get it out their system. And sometimes they don't even want anything in return, they just want to get it off their chest.
Yeah.
And maybe during those conversations, while you're listening, maybe you can recognize, okay, they're just ranting. They don't need that extra perspective of someone else, especially if they're just gonna take what you said and throw it out the window.
Yeah.
Because I know that's taking a toll on, like, you feel like you're getting taken advantage of. No one's really taking what you have to say. They're just like disregarding everything, and I know that's.
It's like heavy because it's like I'm constantly just taking in a lot, but I don't really get to ever talk. So there's, I guess, another thing is like, because I don't really talk to them about what I'm going through or talk, let's say on like the weekend to anybody, it's kind of just like, I guess it's like bottled up.
Yeah, and everything. Your emotions are bottled up. How you feel gets bottled up. Your worries about what they think of you bottles up. And after keeping everything bottled up like that, that's why you're experiencing what you're experiencing now. Because these panic attacks, I remember you saying they didn't start till a month after you started working for this company, right?
Yeah, I think I said yes a lot because I wanted to do the best that I could, but I wanted them to like me. So then